What brought you here today?
Having a problem.
What's going on?
My problem is I have a hard time putting myself somewhere, but it's easy for me to push everybody else to get to where they're going. But when it comes to me, I can't push myself to do something. So that's my problem.
And what do you suggest?
I don't know. I don't know what I have to do to accept certain things for myself and build up enough confidence in myself to feel like I can do something or do the same thing I'm pushing everybody else to do. Even though everybody else don't feel capable of doing it, I still have a way of pushing them to do it. But when it comes to me, I can't push myself to do the same thing I know how to do, but I can't push myself to do it. But it's always easier to push somebody else to do it.
Have you tried following different steps?
No. What kind of steps you suggest?
Well, it has to be something that you want to do, that you help, however you work to help others to get it done.
Never tried. Maybe I can try to do that. It's just, sometimes it's hard because you have to see yourself in that position or in that area, and you have to be confident. But sometimes when you lack the confidence, you feel like you're going to fail. And if you feel like you're going to fail, then you start getting fearful. And then once you get fearful, it's like, nah, I don't want to do that. But it's not that you don't really want to do it, it's that you just got so fearful because you lack the confidence. So my main issue is trying to get the confidence.
Have you ever tried using the same advice you give the people who you help? Because that's a good way of trying to motivate yourself.
Advice. It's more of a push than advice. Maybe I need somebody to advise me sometimes, or probably somebody to push me like I push others. And I think I don't have the same support team or the same person that I am. I need that person for me like I am to other people. And I think that's what the issue is, or the main issue. Having that person to push me in the background, that when I feel like, you know what, I can't do this, or I feel like I'm not going to do a good job, that I have that person that tells me, like, you know, you can do it, I have your back. Because I think that's one of the biggest things, or the best attributes about me, is I can push somebody and tell them and really mean what I'm saying. Like, you can do it, I got your back, I'm going to be there, and I'm really going to be there. But when it comes to me, I don't feel like when people say they're really going to be there, they're really there.
Have you ever shared that with anyone else other than me?
No, because I'm not somebody to talk to people like that. And I don't think that's really something you should share with somebody. I think it's something that people got to be willing to do, rather than something you asking people to do. They have to be willing to do that. Because if you ask somebody to do it, they just going to do it because you asked them. But do they really mean it? Do they really have your back? You know?
Well, I mean, the same technique you think about when you try to push someone else, you could actually use those same strategies to help yourself.
It's kind of different when you're using something on yourself than you telling somebody else, because sometimes you can see the person, or you know the person characteristics, and you know that they can do that job. But sometimes you can't see yourself doing that job, even though you have all of the qualifications. It's just something you don't see yourself doing. So sometimes you need that extra person to say, oh no, you can do it, or you just need that extra push. But when you don't have that, sometimes you just go away with doing things. It's kind of like a person that, it's kind of like a murderer. Like, they can kill somebody, but they can't kill themselves. So that's one of the problems I have. Like seeing myself in a certain position and accepting the position that I'm going into, and knowing that I can do a good job without thinking that I'm a fail, or thinking that it's too early, or thinking that it's not my time to be there yet. Maybe I need to wait. And I think it's more of an accepting thing. Can I accept it? Accept who I am, or accept who God is making me to be, or accept the path that He's taking me down. And I think that's what it is. I think it's more me accepting. I think that's what I have a problem with.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, just to go over what you shared, is you are very capable of pushing others, but it's hard for you to push yourself. So you seeking more motivation, and you seeking more guidance from others without you having to tell them they have to do certain things to push you.
Yeah, I don't even really think it's more of a push. I think it's more of support. I don't even think it's more of a support, or more of encouraging me to tell me, like, you can do it, we got you. I think you're going to do a good job. Because I think with me is more of me encouraging people. And I don't feel like I have that all the time. So I get more passive, and I think I passed up a lot of opportunities and a lot of things in life because I was so passive on passing something to somebody else when I knew I had the capabilities of doing it. And because I was so passive, now I feel like I'm somewhere, or stuck in a position, or stuck in a certain area that I shouldn't be in. I should be a lot further, but because of fear and because of the lack of confidence and the lack of encouragement, I was so passive and passed up opportunities and positions that I should have had a long time ago.
So how long has this been bothering you?
I think it's something that went on through my whole life. I don't think it's something that's just happening, but it's something that I notice more. And I notice it more like in the last 2 weeks. Like I'm so...
Did something take place for it to come back? Because you said it your whole life, and then all of a sudden it just happened again, start showing back up the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, something happened.
Okay.
And I think it's, when suggestions, or somebody asks you, like, oh, what do you think about this person doing this? And you push everybody else ahead of you. think they do a good job at that. Yeah, I think they right. They fit perfect. When in all reality, you are perfect for that position or perfect for that job, but you so with pushing everybody else ahead of you and trying to get them to be something that sometimes you don't even see their capabilities. You don't even feel like they're really capable of it, but you feel like because you're there, you can help them get to that point. But in reality, you know you are capable of doing what is asked for them to do. And I think that's, that's what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think you should do to try to work on those type of areas?
I've just been praying because the opportunity was presented to me, and I don't know. I said I need to pray about it because it's big. It's a big responsibility. It's something I know I have the capabilities of doing. It's something I know that I can do. And it's just something that's happening so fast. And I think I'm so worried about, but I'm not gonna say what people think, but then again, yeah, what people think, like, how he just went from this step and he's all the way at this step already. Like he's moving too fast, he's gonna fail. And I don't wanna fail.
So you're afraid to fail?
Yeah, I don't like failing.
Okay.
I don't like failing. I think that's one of the issues that's so hard for me to even go back to school.
Okay.
Because I think I've failed at so much stuff. Like I'm afraid to fail. I'm afraid to be a failure. Even though sometimes I know failure sometimes produce success. I just have a hard time accepting failure because I feel like everything I do should be excellent.
So have you ever tried to maybe picture an example where you try to tell someone things like this and they have a certain response compared to what you share with me, and how do you tell them it's okay to fail sometime? Have you ever used those type of statement with anyone that you done help or encourage before?
No.
Okay, so
because I'm somebody that I think I won't let you fail.
okay.
That's the type of person I am. I'm not somebody that's gonna let you fail. I'm going to do everything in my power and will to make sure you succeed and be successful in what you're doing. I'm a background person. I think that's what's I'm a background person. I like to do everything background. So when the opportunities present something to be in the front, it's hard to accept. I think that's another issue. I have a lot of issues.
Okay. It's okay. It's good when you talk about it.
I know.
And find the next step on how you're going to work on those areas. We all have some type of weakness or something that we're not perfect at or we struggle with.
Yeah. I gotta work on that. I don't know how, but yeah.
Yeah, first thing first, you should think about it and figure which step will be the right step for you to take first. And you probably could use the same kind of experiences or the same kind of advice you give others.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk this week, next week, the same time.
We could. What time do you want to have the next section next week?
Same time.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming, and we'll continue next week.
Thank you. Appreciate you.